Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. I am your host, Ramona Remisat, intuitive guidance coach, angel therapy practitioner, author, and speaker. And I'm fired up, guys. Fired up, let me tell you today. Got the red lipstick going and the whole 9 yards. I have so much clarity in my life right now around what it is that I have been brought here to do, and I can't tell you how excited I am. You are going to see some amazing things here coming up, and it is all around helping you get clear, accurate, and reliable inner guidance so you can stop going outside of yourself for answers. Just cut it out. Cut out all that extra noise. Stop the ride. Let's get off. Let's stop listening to what the mentors say, the gurus say, social media says, your friends say, the doctors say, the naturopath says. Forget it. It's all in you. You don't need to go outside of yourself for answers. Let's tune back in. You have what you need, and that's what I'm about, guys. I'm going to help you get there. But for today, today's episode, what I want to share with you today is something that is probably getting in your way when it comes to your money. And we are going to bust right through it today with some help and guidance. And that's what today's show is all about. So I hope that you're interested in this topic. You know, they say money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen, right? So oftentimes people do feel like they are somehow like blocked when it comes to money. It's not that they're lazy. It's not that they're not doing stuff. You know, maybe they're even doing some inner work around their money and their mindset and all of that. It's all good stuff. And yet still it's a struggle, right? The money isn't there. It's always eluding them. They're chasing after money and it's all sorts of things. And people start to get really discouraged and frustrated. They're like, what is happening? Like, do I just have a dark cloud hanging over me? Why is it me? And why do I constantly struggle in this area? So I'm going to talk about something today that might seem a little bit weird or out there or something that you've never considered, but I just want you to keep an open mind and look at this with sort of a new set of eyes, a new fresh perspective. Because like I said, this is something that most people don't consider when they are digging into what might be blocking them around their money. Like I said, they might be doing some inner work, maybe working on their mindset around money, their limiting beliefs around money. Hi, Lena. Thank you for the flower. And it's worthwhile to do that because we all have money stories. You've heard me say this before. We were all brought up hearing things about money from our parents and other important adults in our lives. And that does color our association with money, how we look at money, how we treat money, our feelings around money, how we use it, how we spend it, how we criticize ourselves around it. So that is important. But there's that one deeper piece that most people miss that they don't even consider. It's not even on their radar. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to reveal it now. Ta-da! What it is it has to do with vows of poverty. What do I mean by that? Most people have had more than one lifetime. Now, that might be a stretch for you right there. You might be going, hold on. Like, what are you talking about? But it is my belief that, we do have more than one lifetime. And often in a past life, what people who today in this lifetime struggle with money, it's because they had a past life where they had all of their needs met, right? They might have been a member of like a communal group, right? Maybe like a monk or a nun, or they were religious seekers or spiritual seekers, and they worked or lived in these types of communities where it was a communal society and all the needs were met, right? You didn't have to worry about where's my next meal coming from, or, how do I pay the bills? Like, that wasn't on the radar, right? You just did your thing. And so anything around that idea of money, didn't even come up. And often these people who lived in these communal sort of settings took vows. They took vows of poverty, even vows of sort of self-denial, of chastity, things like that. And these vows passed from lifetime to lifetime. Now, again, you might be like, wait a second, that's a little bit of a stretch, right? I just want you to stay with me here. And so even though you don't even know that that happened, it can be what is, I just hear the word tether. I'm seeing like you're tethered by that. You know, you're being held by that, and it has crossed, you know, through time. So I just want to share with you something here. I'm going to read that if you have chronic negative patterns associated to money or even to relationships, like I said, it can be because you've been holding on to these vows, you've been forsaking personal income, comforts, right? You've taken vows of poverty, of self-denial. Like I said, it could be chastity that are blocking you in this lifetime. So what we're going to do today is we're going to bust those vows. We're going to sever those vows so that you can move forward and not be tethered by them anymore. Oh shoot, somebody can't get the video to play. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know what might be going on with that. Please, maybe Elena, go back out and try to go out and come back in, or try on a different device if that's possible. I don't know why that might be happening. I'm so sorry. I'm not, yeah, I've never had that happen where somebody can't get the video to play. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to read some words, and you can say them to yourself silently. You can say them out loud, and come back and watch the video again later on if you didn't catch everything. But here's how we are going to sever those vows. And you don't need to do this over and over. One and done. Okay, so if you're down for this, if you're like, finally enough is enough, I don't want to be tethered by any of this stuff from my past, let's cut it right now, right here. Ready? Here we go. All right, remember, you can repeat after me, you can say it out loud, or you can say it in your head. I hereby sever and release any vows of poverty, self-denial, self-sacrifice, or chastity that I may have made in any lifetime. And I ask that all effects of those vows be forever undone in all directions of time for everyone involved. Bam. Done. That's it. That's it. You know, you've now severed that. Sometimes it's okay to close your eyes and imagine you're severing the, you know, whatever that might look like to you. You may have experienced a physical reaction, a shuddering or a shivers or the tingles or heat. Even if you didn't experience any of that, know that it doesn't mean it's not working or didn't work for you. But I want you just to notice from this point forward, you know, what you feel like. You might feel lighter, you might sleep better tonight, you might just feel like you are untethered, right? And just, you know, pay attention now to how you view money. But like I said, it still can be sometimes that you still need to do some of that deep inner work, right? If you haven't explored your mindset around money and how you look at money and how you treat money, that is worthwhile. That is definitely worthwhile exploration. If you're stuck on how to do that, please let me know. Just type, I need money help in the box, and we can chat further on that, because it is a big piece that holds people back, especially entrepreneurs. If you have big money hangups and you're an entrepreneur, that's definitely going to impact your ability to be successful and to earn a living, and a good living. You know, not just, you don't want to just scrape by and make ends meet and live paycheck to paycheck. You want to have that abundance, right? So, but I just wanted to bring this point up about the vows, because it can impact us. It can be something you're carrying forward. It's kind of like that, you know, that ball and chain around your ankle that you're carrying around. So if you are one of the people who has done a lot of deep inner work and, like I said, still aren't seeing the results, or you're just feeling like you're still stuck, this vow thing might be that last piece of the puzzle that needs to fit into place. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you guys so that you can get out of that rut and start moving forward and, you know, being untethered in that area. So hope that makes sense. I see some people are having troubles getting in and watching the video and not even being able to watch the replay. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to investigate that. But I'm going to leave this with you today. And remember, next week I have a special guest coming on. Okay, mark this down right now. October 3rd, 1:30 Eastern, 11:30 Mountain. It's 10:30 Pacific. What we're talking about is how to use a pendulum so that you can get clear guidance to, any questions that you have, those burning questions. Maybe you have to make a big decision and you're agonizing and you don't know what to do and you're like, what do I do? A pendulum can be a very effective tool. It's not just a party trick, guys. It's not just like, haha, let's mess around with this and see what it says, bringing it out at baby showers and finding out what it's going to be, a boy or a girl or whatever. It's an important tool. It's been used for centuries. And I always say, if something's sticking around and has lasting power, it's because it works. So that's what you want to tune into next week. My guest is Amy Scott Grant. They call her the spiritual ass kicker. She is hilarious. And even if you think you know everything there is to know about a pendulum, trust me, you are going to learn something new, because that's what happened to me. And she taught me stuff that blows my mind. So definitely you will want to mark that on your calendar, share it out. Share, please, because people have been asking me about this. I'm not the expert, so I'm bringing in the expert. And this is your opportunity to ask. She's going to be here. She's at your disposal, guys. You are getting first seat access to her. So take advantage of that. Trust me, you're going to want to ask some questions. So make sure you get that on the calendar. Again, it's October 3rd, happening right here on this page. We better get these bugs worked out by then and figure out why people are not getting the video. But anyways, definitely get that on your calendar, and we are going to see you next Tuesday for that. And so have a great day, everybody. And I'm also going to be back here tomorrow morning with the daily angel guidance message. So we'll see you then. Have a good one.